journey of the healer. The healer is a person who has had to heal themselves. The potent healers. The healers with that touch. It's like those are the ones, if you actually get the privilege to sit in front of them and to hear them talk, you know, and to hear them tell their story and to talk about, you know, how they've gotten to where they are, you'll see that they've been through some really, really heavy and dark shit. You'll see that they've had to crawl their way out of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. You know, I think that that's a beautiful thing, you know, and I identify with this journey of the healer. You know, I literally call myself the concrete rose. Why do I call myself the concrete rose? Through the things that I've gone through the things that I've witnessed, through the things that I've had to experience, yo, like, sometimes I sit here and I'm like, no way, I'm still here, bro. Like, no way. Praise God, you know, and I can sit here and I can honestly say I really didn't come from, like, a rough background as far as, like, being in the streets and stuff like that, but mentally, I struggled a lot with my mind. I struggled a lot with being happy and expressing my emotions and things like that, you know. And when you come from a place of, like, depression, it literally feels like you're in this hole and you're, like, trying to, like, crawl yourself back up from the hole. And it's like the more you crawl up, it's like the hole just grows deeper and deeper and deeper while you're trying to get up. That's what depression feels like, you know, like, if you can just imagine that real quick. And coming from that place, of feeling so deep in that hole and looking at, like, where I am now, it's like, bro, that shit's wild. And because of the things that I've gone through, like, while I was in the midst of that shit, I didn't recognize that I was being molded, that I was being taught certain things. And I am still a student, you guys. Like, I'm literally only 24 years old. There's so much shit that I'm gonna have to experience and live through and learn through and grow through and go through. There's so much more that I have to learn, you know, especially with my mission on this earth. You know, I understand that heavy is the head that wears the crown, you know. So I know that I have a while to go, but I was just thinking about how, man, as healers, bro, if you're a healer, like, you already know, like, the journey has not been easy. You know, I feel like I just got sick, and it was also Mercury retrograde, and it was just a lot happening. And I think it was the full moon in Aquarius child, that shit took me out. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I had to just sit back and reflect. And of course, you know, I feel like I'm always in deep reflection these days. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm always in deep reflection, bro. And I be trying to get out of that shit, like, out of my mind and stuff. But I love my mind, and I'm so intrigued by my mind, and I'm so intrigued by exploring my mind. Like, I love that. I love exploring other people's minds, and like, why do you think the way that you think? Why do you act the way that you act? Like, if you have a conversation with me, I'm gonna listen to you talk, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, so I can tell that you must have had a childhood like this, or you must have had experiences like this, like, because I'm just really into shit like that. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. Like, I was just thinking about that. The journey of the healer. Yo, I have gone, like, I've literally had to heal myself. Like, oh, and you know, healing yourself comes through different ways, and you know, things like that. But going in hermit mode, putting in the time and the work and the tears and the things, you know. Like, that's what you guys are witnessing. The active journey of the healer. You know? Like, I have my days where all of these emotions come up, and I'm like, damn, I thought I did this. Like, and it's like, nope, you got more healing to do. And I experienced that shit. I cried through that shit. I worked through that shit. And then I feel like I come out anew, bro. Like, I feel like literally the rose that grows from concrete each and every time I go through a rebirth experience. Like, that is the perfect example, bro. Like, a lot of us, like, if you can relate to my story, or you know, if you have your own story, it's just like, you know, we all have a story. We've all gone through shit and had to grow through that shit. It was either grow or die, you know. There was no other choice. Like, like, y'all, literally, like, I've had to sit down and just sit in it sometimes. Sit in the heaviness, sit in the emotion, you know. Don't wither away in it, but just sit in it. Like, feel it, acknowledge it, accept it, and just heal through that shit. Do what you need to do to get out of that shit. Do the crying, do the shadow work, do the things, bro. Dig deeper into your lineage, into your ancestors, and you can see why certain things are coming up for you. That shit wild, bro. It really, really is. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. Shout out to you if you are on this journey of a healer. You know, shout out to you, because this shit is not easy. And you're really doing your big one, bro. Like, look at where you've come from and look at where you are now. And even if where you are now is not, you know, what you truly envision for yourself, You got it. You got it. Keep going. I'm in this with you. We're learning. We're growing. Especially if you're my age, bro. Like, we're really young as hell. And I know, like, we're hard on ourselves. Especially if, like, you're on a spiritual journey. Like, y'all, a lot. Well, I'm not going to say a lot. But there are some people, you know, who, well, it doesn't really matter, like, when you start your spiritual journey or anything like that. But I'm specifically talking to the 24-year-olds, 25, you know, like 20s and down, you know. Like, if you're on this spiritual journey, do not be so hard on yourself. Like, there are literally, you know, like, you have years to grow, to learn, to evolve, you know. So don't get so down on yourself. Everyone has their own path, everyone has their own journey, you know, and where God is, like, taking them. And it's really just important for you to continue to keep your head up through this shit, you know. But yeah. That is basically all I wanted to say, y'all. I don't even know. I just really wanted to get that out. Okay, but I love y'all. Peace and blessings. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great night if you're watching it tonight. And